Hi, my name is Sheila Mahan, and I work for the Monadnock Center for Successful Transitions at Monadnock Developmental Services. And I'm going to walk you through Project Search, what our program is, and how to apply for the program. So Project Search is a job training program for individuals with developmental disabilities who receive services from MDS. The program provides real-world skills training through a series of unpaid internships. The internships are designed to teach marketable, transferable skills. The program takes place at Cheshire Medical Center, Dartmouth-Hitchcock here in Keene, and runs on an academic calendar. We start in September and we end at the end of June. So Project Search is a collaborative. It's a group of partners who have come together to provide this amazing program. We have Cheshire Medical Center, who offers the internship sites and the classroom and where our program takes place every day. Monadnock Developmental Services is the area agency responsible for referrals and support and coordination for the program. The Monadnock Center for Successful Transitions, we're the ones that provide the instructor, vocational trainers, and job development for the program. And we continue to provide supports when individuals graduate from the program. New Hampshire Vocational Rehabilitation is also one of our partners. They provide individual career guidance and support for individuals who are in the program. Together, representatives from these different partners are the ones who make the selection for our Project Search class and provide support and ongoing encouragement to the interns throughout the course of the program. So before we go into too much more about the program, I just want to take a moment and touch base about COVID-19. So we are in a healthcare setting. And so because of that, we follow the COVID-19 protocols very strictly. This means that masks are required to be worn, surgical masks, at all times. Social distancing is required. Participants in the program are screened daily for symptoms. There are also some travel restrictions on individuals at this point in time to ensure that we are not bringing the virus into the hospital or inadvertently spreading it. Internship sites may be limited due to the virus, again, out of an abundance of caution. And there may be occasions in which the decision is made for interns to participate remotely in the program if we make the determination that for whatever reason we're unable to be on site. So then when the individual is participating remotely, they're still engaged in the classroom activities and other activities that are assigned. So the minimum requirements for Project Search: in order to be considered for Project Search, individuals have to meet the following requirements. They need to currently be working with MDS and receiving service coordination. They need to have Medicaid and be open for the developmental disabilities waiver. If they're not open, they need to be able to be open for that. They need to have a current application for or currently be receiving services with vocational rehabilitation. Once accepted into the program, if accepted into the program, applicants have to be able to pass the required comprehensive background screening that is done in order to be on site at Cheshire Medical Center. That includes a criminal record check, Bureau of Adult and Elderly Service check, a variety of other background checks, a comprehensive drug screen evaluation, immunizations, a current TB test, and the flu vaccine. In regards to the COVID-19 vaccine, at this point, it is strongly encouraged. It is not required. So who participates in Project Search? Project Search participants are between the ages of 18 and 34. For those that are still in school, we encourage individuals to partner with their schools to apply for the program. We want to make sure students are maximizing the benefit of their entitled education. For students who have exited school between the ages of 18 and 21, then MDS needs to be aware that you have left school and that you have fully completed all aspects of your education, that you meet the minimum requirements as outlined previously, and that you are on the projected needs list. This is to ensure that we can advocate for funding for you if you are accepted into the program. For adults over the age of 21, they need to meet those minimum requirements that were described previously. The ideal candidate is someone between the ages of 18 and 34 who wants to learn new skills, who is committed to finding a job and giving 100% to that effort. They need to have an effective method of communication and reliable transportation. They have to be able to work with some degree of independence. They need to pass that background screening that has been mentioned. They need to be responsible for their personal care and be able to participate in the program remotely if the need arose due to COVID. We pride ourselves with our Project Search program with the amount of support and direction that our interns receive. No more than 8 individuals are accepted into the program. And due to COVID, we may reduce that number to ensure that social distancing is able to be maintained in our classroom. There's always a Project Search instructor on site, as well as vocational trainers. We do not provide one-to-one staff support, but there are always staff on site, and interns have access to those staff. Staff wear pagers and can be reached at any time if support is needed in an internship site. So in selecting our interns, we look for interns who really are driven to learn new skills. And we believe in each one of our interns and their skills and abilities and their desire to learn. We focus on what each individual can do. We provide systematic, precise instruction to ensure that they're able to master the skills that are taught to them. We work with interns to ensure they have all the supports that they need to achieve their goals. We will make tools, task lists, any accommodation that we are able to support that person. We will problem solve with them to resolve any issues that may arise. We will do all that we can to assist that individual as being as independent as possible. And we will communicate the progress of the individual in their internship sites with the individual, family, and any support staff that they're working with. We really need this to be a collaborative effort in order for the intern to be successful. Because that intern, they're the ones that is coming to the program every day, Monday through Friday from 8 to 2:30. They need to be willing to give 100% and to be open to learning. They need to be prepared every day when they come in and strive to have a positive attitude, even when they may not be having the best of days, but to find a way to continue to work and strive towards their goals, to be cooperative and courteous. They need to want to work to be a team player and to communicate their own needs and be respectful of others and others' needs. They need to be on time for their internship and the breaks throughout the course of the day. And interns may be the ones that are in the program each day, but we really need families and whatever support staff are working with the individual to also be on board with this program. We need communication. If there's a question or concern, that needs to be shared with us. And we also will share any questions and concerns that come up. We need to encourage self-determination and to ensure eligibility for the programs that allow the individual to participate in Project Search. And we need families and support staff to be active in employment planning meetings. This is when we are looking at the progress of the individual and planning out what their goals are, where they want to work, who their references are going to be, any issues that we need to address, and other areas where the individual has identified that they want to learn. So collectively, we work together to come up with a plan for employment. So here's what the year looks like. We start in September and we end in June. The first few weeks are orientation to the program, and then individuals are in 3 different internship sites. Each internship site is between 10 and 12 weeks, and there are individual employment meetings for each one of the participants, who again, we can go over the individual's interests, their skills, their abilities, and what the plan for employment is. So here's how the learning happens. So again, it's classroom learning and unpaid internships. Each day, the interns have an hour and a half of classroom instruction, half an hour in the morning and an hour in the afternoon. They spend 4 hours and 15 minutes a day in their internship sites. And then they have a 15-minute morning break and a 30-minute afternoon lunch. This is what the daily schedule looks like. It's a very busy day, but there are breaks and there's support throughout the day for the individual. So arriving in the classroom for 8 a.m. and goal setting in the morning, And then they're in their internship sites between 8:30 and 1:30 with lunch and a 15-minute morning break in there. And then the last hour of the day is spent in the classroom working on employability skills. So the skills that they learn in both their classroom time and in their internships time. So we talk about hard and soft skills in Project Search. Hard skills being what are the concrete tasks that people are learning. So maybe they're learning about sanitizing or filing or stocking. Perhaps they're working in nutrition and they're measuring recipes, ingredients for recipes, or they're cutting vegetables, or they're laying out the bacon for the breakfast cart, or maybe they're working in the laundry and they're sorting and they're folding clothes. Maybe they're working in an office environment. There are different hard skills that they will learn, like using an adding machine. But we talk about the soft skills too, and those are equally as important. Those are the interpersonal skills, the problem solving and critical thinking skills that individuals learn and develop in the program, how to be a part of a team. They work on their social skills and effective communication, how to be flexible, knowing when to be flexible, working on their time management, accepting feedback and giving feedback. And so the combination of both these hard skills and these interpersonal skills, the combination readies people for employment. Project Search is a safe learning environment. Individuals are challenged and they are encouraged and they are supported every step of their journey. And preparing for employment is really what the journey is about. So it's our end goal. And as part of the program, throughout the program, we are working on job skills. And that includes things like resume development and interview skill development. We do the outreach to local employers to find jobs for the individual. And we also will continue to provide support to the individual even after they've graduated from the program. There are individuals who've graduated from our very first program that we provide support to. And there's also individuals who graduated from last year's program who are completely independent on their job. We tailor the supports and services based upon the individual's needs. And we have good outcomes. About 85% of our graduates become employed. And they work in a wide variety of different jobs, everything from office jobs to retail to manufacturing, environmental services, food service, recreation, just a whole variety. Some work, minimal number of hours, others are working full time. We strive for a minimum of 16 hours of employment for each individual, but our average at this point is 18 hours a week, and the average wage for our graduates is $10.99 an hour. Sounds pretty amazing, huh? So, want to know how to apply, where you need to get your information, and when the applications are due? Let's talk about that. So, this is a competitive application process, and acceptance is not guaranteed. Again, the number of people that we will have in the program is a maximum of 8, and that number is most likely going to be reduced because of COVID. Prospective candidates have to complete the application and submit all the required information to our selection committee. Our selection committee is made up of representatives from the different partner organizations that I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation. So we need a completed application, references, a resume and photo, and copies of any and all vocational related assessments. It gives us the information that we need in order to determine whether or not this is an appropriate program for someone, and priority is given to transition age youth. So our timeline, applications are due March 19th. And if selected for an interview, interviews will be held between April 12th and 19th. Those interviews are done via video conferencing. There's an interview for the applicant, but also for the family or the support staff. We want to know why everyone feels that this is the right program for the person. Accepted applicants will be notified in mid-May. And then in July, we will have an orientation in order to prepare for our applicants, soon to be interns, to be ready for the September start. So here's how you find an application. They're here on the MDS website. And you can email us for one, or you can call our office and we will send you one. So all the contact information is right here. The MDS website, emailing us at projectsearch@mds-nh.org, or calling the MDS offices and asking for the Project Search office, and we will send you an application. If you have questions about Project Search, please reach out and ask us. We're happy to have a conversation or an individualized meeting with you to talk through the program, to answer any other questions you may have. You can reach us again via that Project Search email or at the MDS office. We look forward to having you apply. So hopefully this has been a helpful presentation and that you have learned a lot about the program and that we'll be receiving your application soon. Thank you.